Welcome everyone to another video, and today I am doing the Detroit Lions offensive coordinator candidates. I got a lot of Lions fans in here, so I'm going to do this first, but I'm going to do every NFL opening. I'm thinking about waiting until the let's see. I'm thinking about waiting until Wednesday to do more because essentially I want to record them all at once and post them all at once. And Texans and David Culley. Sorry for that. Seahawks and Pete Carroll. They could. They're people that I think could possibly be in question, and I kind of think that I would rather wait until their fate is known. So I'm gonna do it in 3 different tiers: in-house, connections to Dan Campbell, and external. Starting with Deuce Staley, someone in Philadelphia that I really, really loved. Deuce Staley, he never, he was always a bridesmaid, never the bride for the Eagles offensive coordinator position. I got it, but I didn't really get it in the sense where, he is someone that I really like a lot. But, I don't know. I don't know what was the big thing in Philadelphia with him. I'm hopefully if Shane Steichen gets a different offensive coordinator position, him or John D Filippo will be considered to be the next Eagles OC. And you're going to be saying, well, wait, Brian Johnson. Brian Johnson, I think, is going to get an OC somewhere else, possibly. I didn't list Shane Steichen and Brian Johnson in this video because Steichen has a connection to Anthony Lynn, and Brian Johnson, who is under Steichen right now, there's probably a few things that are weary about the Detroit Lions job. Just because if you're friends with Anthony Lynn, you're not going to take his old job. Simple as that. Ben Johnson, I've heard a lot of good things about him. So, and a lot of these tight end coaches, I believe Arthur Smith was a tight end coach. I know Todd Downing gets so many offensive coordinator jobs. He's a tight end coach. Mike Mularkey. So a lot of these guys who are tight end coaches get promoted to the offensive coordinator position that I've noticed a lot. And I've heard good things about him. Finally, Mark Brunell could be a little bit young for an OC, but if Dan Campbell really likes him, we'll see. So guys who have connections to Dan Campbell, Joe Philbin, a lot of people are saying, why are we going to hire an offensive line coach? Why are we going to hire the former Packers OC or Dolphins head coach? The thing about Joe Philbin is so all these guys have a connection to Dan Campbell. I'm not saying they're 100% going to be guys, but if Dan Campbell knows them, he's going to give them a call. So I would say one of these 7 on this list, or I would say at least half of these guys are at least going to get calls. Joe Philbin, I would really like. Did good with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay twice. And, even though he's not that sexy hire, wouldn't be bad. Bengals quarterback coach Dan Pitcher. So Zach Taylor, the Miami Dolphins or the Cincinnati Bengals head coach, was actually the Dolphins OC and quarterback coach, and Dan Pitcher's is quarterback coach right now. So that's like for example, a second your second cousin, on your family tree. So that's where that connection comes from. Chargers wide receiver coach Phil Mcgowan, a guy that I have actually heard decent things about, and I think could possibly make that jump. I don't think this is going to be the right jump for him right now. And at the same time, too, the whole Anthony Lynn thing, I left him on here just because he stayed with the Chargers. Bears offensive coordinator Bill Lazor. Bill Lazor was with the Dolphins of Dan Campbell, and I wouldn't love the hire. Biggest reason being that Bill Lazor he's just not done amazing anywhere. I mean, Bears quarterbacks looked this year when he was the OC at the Bengals. Andy Dalton was regressing. I don't get all this Bill Lazor hype around the NFL. I think there's a lot of positive things people think about him, but I just don't understand it as much. This is a big one. Joe Brady. Remember, Joe Brady was with the Saints before he was with LSU. Dan Campbell was also with the Saints. I personally think Joe Brady is going to be a head coaching candidate this offseason. Believe me, if the season ended at week 3, he would have been the hottest coaching candidate around. I don't understand why the Panthers fired Joe Brady that early. I think there's probably an issue he had with Matt Rule, but Joe Brady he would be it. I would say if he is your offensive coordinator next year, Lions may actually make a playoff run. Steelers wide receiver coach Ike Hilliard. I think it's Hilliard actually. I would say watch out for him becoming the next Steelers OC if Matt Canada is fired. And then Mike Sherman, very unlikely he will even leave. I mean, he's been retired for a while. He has not been super successful, but he worked with Dan Campbell in Miami, similar like Hilliard. You know, I would like it, but he's also going to be I think he's pretty much done. I put him on the list though, just because if he was hired, I don't, hey, you heard this here first. External guys, Alex Van Pelt with the Browns. He was essentially Aaron Rodgers' right man, kind of his favorite coach in Green Bay. I think Van Pelt is a super good coach. And if he wants to get the heck away from Baker Mayfield and the issues of Cleveland and become a play caller, this would make sense. Adam Gase, a lot of people say bad stuff about Adam Gase. I think Adam Gase is still a really good coach. I think the whole Jets thing, it was the whole Jet situation. I think he handled it wrong. Like as a Miami Dolphin head coach, Adam Gase was really good. He was a super high quality. I think he was a great coach in Miami. I thought he was fired too early. He was. I think he was 21-6 with Ryan Tannehill. It was a really weird record, but him and Ryan Tannehill, when they were together, played well. I know Tannehill's better now in Tennessee, but still, I think Gase makes a lot of sense. Vikings OC Clint Kubiak. Kubiak's a guy that, probably isn't going to stay. I think he could possibly go to Denver because there's a connection there. Pat Shurmur, similar to Gase, I think Shurmur deserves another chance somewhere. Michigan OC Josh Gattis, it would be an amazing hire. I don't see it happening, but I want to put it on this list. Mike Kafka, similar to Gattis, I think Kafka's in the sense where he's going to get head coaching interest. John D Filippo. D Filippo is a very, very, very good coach. He is super underrated. I don't know why he hasn't gotten. I mean, I know the Minnesota tenure wasn't great, but Minnesota wasn't bad. I think him and Zimmer didn't gel. That was the biggest thing. So this is my top 5. This is a mixture of what I think is going to happen comparative to what I would want. So Joe Brady, number 1 candidate. If you get Joe Brady, best offensive coordinator hire the Lions have ever made. Adam Gase, number 2. I think it could happen. I think the issue is I don't know how his personality would gel with Dan Campbell. Joe Philbin makes sense. If Philbin wants to leave Dallas and get that offensive coordinator job. Whoa. Okay. I am going to do another video on this soon because Jackson Dart is going to transfer. Wow. All right, let me finish this video. Sorry for that. Deuce Staley, in-house candidate, makes sense. Ike Hilliard makes sense. I need to do some stuff on this Jackson Dart transfer. Thank you very much, and bye.